The posterior chain buildup sequence is designed so that you can slowly but progressively increase the strength of the posterior chain muscles. These are the combination of all the muscles that attach from your head down to your feet. Then cross into your butt muscle, and these are all on the back of your back. And the goal is to strengthen up all these various locations with a variety of exercises. Healthy backs can do this sequence for about 30 minutes straight without having to significantly rest. That's your goal. That's an ideal goal to go to. But you may not be able to get there yet. But that's okay. Just do your best. This is a marathon. This isn't a sprint. So I'm not asking you to be able to do 30 minutes straight at the very beginning. You might have to do chunks. Might have to only do these for 5-10 minutes. Take an hour, 2-hour break. Do it again. Do it in the morning and then a little bit in the afternoon. Maybe you do it while watching TV between commercials or something. I mean, you need to become creative. You need to take responsibility of how you can build it up. But this type of routine is something that healthy backs can do for 30 minutes continuously, several times a week. And that would be a great goal for you because really you should be able to exercise for 1 hour a day. That doesn't mean these type of exercises, but your overall goal should be able to exercise for 1 hour a day. Maybe it's going to be 30 minutes of walking, 30 minutes of the posterior chain buildup. Maybe it's going to be 15 minutes of posterior chain buildup, maybe 15 minutes of some of the other exercises that I have on my videos for this posterior chain, and then it'll be 30 minutes of walking. Some combination is what you need to do, but you need to have some type of combination of exercises that improve mobility, strength, balance, and endurance. And my posterior chain sequences all allow you to do that. And then you add in some walking, and it's a great combination. You do this every day for several weeks to several months, you will build up an extraordinarily great posterior chain, you will build up a healthy spine, and you will improve your overall fitness. Then you can take more charge of your health and your exercise and start to incorporate new exercises and put away some of these old ones, or you incorporate them all together. The choice is endless. 4-7-8 breathing. You're going to inhale through your nose for a count of 4. And this time you're going to be bringing your arms up to your head, then hold for a count of 7 while bringing your arms to your side, then exhale for a count of 8 till you get them to your lap. And then you repeat. What's important for the posterior chain is to bring your shoulder blades backwards. Try to get them to touch each other while your arms are moving. So I'll show it here. So you raise your arms up overhead as high as you can get them. Bring your shoulder blades back, let them touch while you're bringing your arms down. Hold, and keep your shoulder blades back until your hands get to your thighs. And then we'll repeat this. You repeat this for 1, 2, 3 minutes. Next we get into arm swings. First, split your legs as shown. Do some nice, easy arm swings. You can do this for a minute, for 2 minutes. Then you can make it more complicated by swinging the rear leg up front. Try to coordinate it with the opposite arm. There you go. So now I'm trying to coordinate it. And now this is a little bit more complicated. Now again, if you have a hard time doing it with single leg, just start practicing with just the stabilizing your foot in this way. So arm swings first, and we're going to progressively build up to where hopefully you can be doing this while moving the leg forward as shown. So we're mimicking a walking movement, sort of an exaggeration. And eventually we want you to be able to have the ability to do this with a single leg swing. Might not be able to do it now, but build up to it. Next we're going to do the butt squeeze combo. This is a little bit hard to see, but notice how my finger is being pushed right into the middle of my butt. And I'm going to squeeze against my fingertips. I'm going to hold it for 5 to 10 seconds, relax. Hold for 5 to 10 seconds, relax. Then I'll do it on the other side. Then I'll try to do both at the same time. Begin to practice it one side, then the other, one side, then the other. Hold for 5 to 10 seconds, relax. The reason I call it a combo is because you can also try to hold your urine. Just imagine that you are about to pee, but you want to hold your urine. If you try to hold your urine and then butt squeeze, that is a great way to activate your deepest core muscles as well as relax the surrounding muscles, because when you tighten these pelvic muscles, it helps to offload those achy surrounding muscles. So this is a great little exercise you can do while standing for a prolonged period of time. Let's go over that one more time because it is so important. You want to squeeze against your fingertips, push against into your fingers, and then tighten it up, then relax. Tighten it up, relax. And you can do this as a great combination throughout the day. And remember, squeeze your pelvic floor muscles and then squeeze your butt muscles. Try to practice holding your urine and squeezing one butt muscle. Then hold your urine and squeezing another butt muscle. Do a variety of combinations so that you can exercise your deep pelvic floor muscles and your butt muscles. It is a great exercise you can do throughout the day. This is a great exercise to do when you get up from a chair to try to relax your back, because sometimes it's tight there too. And right here, I'm trying to show you how I'm just trying to squeeze both my butt muscles, but notice it's hard to see. That means people can't see you doing this, so you can do it in a crowd. Go for it. Next, we're going to go to the lowest part of our posterior chain is our calves. I want you to raise your calves, raise them up, raise your heels up as high as you can. If you need to hold on to a chair or countertop, please do so. So start raising up, hold it up in the air, and slowly come down. Raise it up. Slowly come down. You can then also try to reach for the skies. Can you try to reach for the skies even with one hand while you're holding onto a countertop with the other? This is trying to mix the upper part of the posterior chain with the lower part of the posterior chain. Notice how I'm trying to swing up and down, trying to move my entire posterior chain in unison. This is a great way to exercise the nervous system. Now I'm trying to do one-legged. Again, you can hold onto a countertop to build up that strength. And you're trying to build up your balance too, because balance is an incredible part to improve your posterior chain. Switch from one leg to the other. This is a great opportunity to strengthen up your calf muscles, which lead up to your butt muscles. So this is a great extension of synergy with your butt squeeze. What you can do calf raises for 30 seconds on one side, or 15 seconds on one side, 15 seconds on the other, and do this for 2 to 3 minutes at a time. Again, this is something you can do throughout the day as well. Next, we move into the single leg floor touches. This is an excellent way to combine the upper body and lower body posterior chain to work them together. You're going to try to bend forward and touch the floor while keeping your opposite leg on the floor. I'm going to monitor my butt muscle just to make sure, can I feel it firing? Can I feel it elongate? So I have my left foot on the floor. I try to touch with my right hand, and I switch. Take my right foot on the floor and try to touch it with my left. Now, because I'm trying to keep my rear foot on the floor for stability, you're not going to be able to touch the floor easily. But you have to build up to the point where you can now do it like this. And the goal is can you do this for 10 floor touches on each side? Give it your best shot. Just keep working at it, Maybe you can only do 2 or 3 at a time, then you switch sides. And it's hard to really build up that balance. So this is a really great challenge to your balance system. But you have to shift your body weight onto the single leg. Again, this is a build-up, so this is how to do it with a weight. Showing the exact same exercise, but now I'm using a weight. You can use a 1 gallon of water if you need to, or whatever lightweight you want to do to practice. But this really forces you to shift your body onto that single leg in order to build up your balance. And you want to get as flat as your back as possible and get your rear leg as high as possible. Sometimes I'm off balance, so I just have to regroup and do the best that I can. Here I'm showing it to you from the front end. And this is an excellent example of seeing how I'm using my left arm and my right foot together. This is a coordinated movement of upper body and lower body, how my left arm crosses over to my right leg. And this is how the kinetic chain of walking occurs. So this really helps to improve your walking endurance for your posterior chain. Now we move on to the most important movement you can do, is to improve your squat. So I'm going to show it how to do this without using the weight. What you're going to do is put your feet a little bit shoulder width apart. You're going to stick your butt out, bend your knees, and drop your fingertips down so that they can go right between your legs so your elbows touch your thighs. That's how I want you to be doing your squats. I'm going to show it to you again. And the goal is to be able to do 10 of these in a row. Again, feet shoulder width apart, stick your butt out, put your hands between your knees, and let your body drop, not your back drop, but your hips and knees bend and drop down so that they're touching to about this approximate height of where I show it to you. And it's basically your elbows will be touching your knees. And that's going to be a good squat. And then we can advance from here. I'm going to show you the same move, but now you can use a chair so you can build up a confidence if it's hard for you to do it without a chair. Remember, stick my butt out, bend my knees, keep my back straight, and I'll know I'm doing it right because my hands go between my knees and my elbow touch my knees. Then I come down. Then if there's a weight below me, I can pick it up. And see, this is good lifting mechanics. My back is straight, and I have my force coming through my hips. So you sort of have to stick your butt out, drop your knees, bend your knees, and then move up and down. So please use this chair to build up your confidence. And slowly go down in the chair. That's the thing. Don't just drop into the chair. Slowly go down the chair. You can do it. Because squats are so critically important for life and such a critical exercise for the posterior chain, I want to do it again. Remember, your goal is to be able to build up to be able to do deadlifts for 10 in a row. But it's not just 10 deadlifts in a row for one day and that's it. No, this should be something that's pretty easy for you to do. This might take time. This may take some weeks, may take some months. But by building up your squat and your ability to do a deadlift like this, you're going to enhance your posterior chain endurance. It's going to be able to help you through everyday life. It's going to improve your functionality. It's going to improve your quality of life. So do not be satisfied with the minimum amount of exercise. This is why I call it a build-up. All of these exercises on this video are not meant to do the least amount. They're meant to show you things that you can do and that you can build up and do more and more. And this whole video is only about 11 minutes long. You want to be able to do this type of sequence for 30 to 40 minutes without a problem. That would be great. The next squat is the goblet squat. It's a bit more advanced, but your goal is to do the same thing, is to squat down as low as you can. Now, you put the weight to your chest, stick your butt out, bend your knees, and squat down. Again, adjust your feet according to what makes it easier. And this is a nice little counterbalance, so you can go down a little bit further than just doing a body weight squat. There you squat down. And can you get to at least 90 degrees? Stick your butt out, bend your knees, squat down. Stick your butt out, bend your knees, squat down. Go on to the last posterior chain exercise, which is called the kettlebell swing. This is an excellent way to build up your overall posterior chain. Notice how I'm doing a squat, but then I'm dynamically straightening up. It's like doing the wave. That's how you fluidly should move. Now practice this without a weight. Be able to go and swing your arms and legs in one fluid movement. This might take you several weeks to do. And the goal is, can you do this for one continuous minute? Maybe you have to build up to it, but build up to it. And notice how I'm trying to now incorporate the squat. See, I have to pick up the kettlebell in the same way I would do a squat, but now I swing it. And it needs to be a nice fluid movement. Your back stays straight, your hips are nice and tilted forward, your knee bends easily. Should be nice fluid movement. Now, if you feel uncomfortable, this is where hiring a personal trainer, watching some more videos on YouTube to build it up. Or maybe you don't do the kettlebell swing yet, you just do the squats. But this is an excellent move and has been shown to improve quality of life, improve functionality, as well as reduce low back pain and neck and shoulder pain. Now obviously right here, this is a much more complicated version of the kettlebell swing, doing a single arm one. And usually you have to reduce the weight from a heavier weight to a lighter weight. So if you want to bypass this, this is fine, but I wanted to show you a build-up.